Welcome back to Game Hacks and Daddy Smacks with Ethan. So, what's up, my Saxy Squirrelettes? Today we're talking about something that really kind of is more of a personal subject to me because Fortnite, yeah, a game that still it has a lot of players in it, and you know, it's just Fortnite. Everyone loves this game, right? Well, not everybody, if we're going to be completely honest here. Over this entire year, well, over than more than a year and a couple months, this game has been out. To me, it's kind of died for me. Now, other people, they live and breathe this game, but it's different. From season 1 to 3, and even a little bit into 4, this was almost all I played. I dropped Overwatch for it. I stopped playing a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege, but I ended up coming back to. This is the only game I ever played because I thought it was the only game anyone needed to play. But it's sort of like I wouldn't say it was an addiction, yeah, because I would come home from school and immediately want to play this game. Like during the summer, I don't think I did anything else. Yeah, I played the occasional 2K18, but that was about it. But this game has is don't get me wrong, it's a great game, but is it really my game? And is it really your game? So, what I really want to talk about is why I think Fortnite is going to eventually go downhill for everybody and why it went down for me. And then I'll have a friend, you already know him, the almighty Brendan Hale. He will also talk about why he thinks, Fortnite is going in the wrong direction. So first things first, why I personally feel like it's going downhill for me is because I didn't play during I barely played during season 5 and I played none of season 6. I'll admit it, I didn't buy either of those battle passes, at least I don't think so. I may have bought one and got like the tier 1 skin. No, I bought season 5, but that was because I thought the game was going to be what it once was. That wasn't at all the fact. In fact, during season 5 is when I really think it changed for me personally. So during season 1, people will say that's the best season, some will say it's the worst season because they're little weebs and they don't have anything else to do with their life. Season 1 was a starting point. It was the most perfect place to start a game on. The best foundation any game has probably ever done, in my opinion. And then Season 2 capitalized on that so well. They added so many more things that felt like they needed to be in the game, and my phone's going off. So, to me, Season 3 was the high point. But it was in the middle of Season 3. And the high point was when everybody had an AR, 2 shotguns. Heck, some people would either have a sniper or a rocket launcher, or they just have extra meds. And then you'd have, you have your meds. But to me, that's where Fortnite kind of changed. They took out the double pump, and this is their main reason for making the game bad. They made it too noob reliable. Or not noob reliable, but more or less noob friendly. The game was amazing, and to me, if you want to play a game, you need to learn how to play it, not be carried and babied the entire way. But that's also just me. Season 4, yes, a map change and a map expansion eventually needed to happen. But do I think it needed to happen so early in the game? And did they have to get rid of and add so many things? No. The addition of Tilted and all those, I think that happened. Yeah, that happened in Season 3. Yes.
Two.
That happened in Season 2? Sorry, Brennan's telling me stuff during this. Happened in Season 2. Wasn't it late season? Yeah, it was like late Season 2. That was a good addition because they added something that really made the game more fast-paced. At the same time, kept it at a nice balance. Well, after they started adding and taking away so many things, oh, I'm sick. Changed it. Season 5, which I believe is the time that they brought in, they took out Moisty and all that. That is where the biggest mistake in Fortnite history was made.
That was Season 4, I think.
It was Season 5, idiot, because that's when the...
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Season 5 was the downfall. It was... What is it called after the climax? The falling... I can't think of the literature term, but you know what I was saying. The falling action. That's what it's called. And then it really just changed. For me, anyway. I didn't play a lot. I don't even have the Ragnarok. I didn't even get near the Ragnarok. I didn't even get... It's like the tier 80 skin or something like that. Tier 70 something.
Dust? Was it Dust?
No, I think it was... It was the lady who was like a school teacher or accountant or something. That's off topic. That's how much I play the game. And then in Season 6, I touched Fortnite maybe 5 times because an old friend wanted to play it. Season 7, that's where I think Fortnite decided that I think they knew it was taking a dip. They added back, as you can see on the gameplay footage right now, arguably the thing that kind of really started spam meta. Actually, no, the tactical SMG did that, but the suppressed was right behind it and was... Okay, well, yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. I'm pretty much saying additions to the game and vaulting stuff out of the game was where I stopped wanting to play. And to be completely honest with you, you can't blame me. But let's talk about why Fortnite is taking a decline. This isn't really... It is considered my opinion, but it's not why it's for me. It's why Fortnite isn't going to be the #1 battle royale. It still very could be, but it's just... This is my opinion. Let's be real here, guys. Like, noob-friendly games are good when you first start playing it. It's when you start getting good at the game, it's useless. And games aren't meant for you to be good when it starts. It's meant for you to be better when it ends. That may not make a lot of sense, and to me, I mean, whatever. But it's also the fact they are taking the roots of Fortnite, digging the roots up, and then replacing the roots with a different tree.
There, you just lied too good.
Well, it'll still pick up my voice. I think. I'm not too sure. Hopefully it is. Well, I'm going to hand it over to Brendan. He will talk about his experiences. So yeah, here we go. There.
Fortnite really died for me, like in the later like seasons of like 4 and 5, and really like sealed the deal on 6 and 7. But the only reason that really happened was because they just added like so much new stuff in the game that if you took off a month in the game, you could miss like a ton of metas. Like you could come back to a wholly different game, and that's the only reason I didn't really like it. But the reason that it really killed everybody was mostly the vehicles because when Fortnite first came out, that was like the whole thing, and probably the biggest flaw to many people, but for like many people that actually noticed it as like a game mechanic and like the identity of Fortnite was not having vehicles. So when they added the shopping cart, I was actually okay with that because I mean it's still Fortnite. It didn't allow you just to go like crazy distances. But the ATK and the quad crasher is when it really started to go downhill, and the plane is when it really went off. And that's really why I stopped playing it. Like right now, I'm not even playing that game. I'm playing a game that came out in 2017, just because I enjoy it. And most games are supposed to get like good over time, but sometimes when you play like overplay game, it can get worse. Like I can like guarantee that a lot of people are guilty on this, but like when you play a game for too much, you can get bored with it. In some games, that's not the case because it just has so much to do. For a game like Fortnite, the only thing it has going for it is trying to get the win. And if you already get wins like on a daily basis, like really easily, then what's the point of even playing if you're just going to try to boost up your stats? Like the only reason that many people, and for most of the time that I only get on, is because of the challenges. And most of the time, and like the battle pass you have to buy. So why would you be playing a game for something that you have to buy every single time? And why would you be playing it just for something cosmetic? Like this doesn't make sense. Most of the time, like most of the challenges that you get on for are like search for this or something, and it's not really engaging you in the gameplay. You're just getting on, going and searching something in a game, and then getting off and playing another game. Or if you have Save the World like me and some other friends, just get on, go get your daily login reward, and get off. Check the shop maybe. And for me, that's just not fun because you're not actually playing the game and engaged with it. That's all I have there. There you go.
Well, thank you for that, Brendan. Well, you heard it from him himself. Like, the game definitely needs change, but kind of a reverse change, you know? Vehicles, something I forgot to mention completely. Vault 3 of the vehicles and just keep the shopping carts. I don't even remember the time I saw a shopping cart. It's been forever. But that's because all you find now are airplanes and everything else in the game that just shouldn't be there because they aren't Fortnite. And the map that I talked about earlier, the way that they can improve Fortnite is to instead of adding stuff and removing stuff from your routes, why don't they just worry about what's wrong with the game instead of instead of adding more problems to the game? Because when the P90 came out, that was my biggest problem with the game. That changed the meta completely. Is it the P90's fault? No. Is it really Epic's fault? No. It's kind of the community's problem. The community, the community asks so much for new stuff that doesn't need to be in Fortnite, but Epic is so scared of losing more players, they add whatever the players want, which isn't a bad thing. But do you need to add stuff that ruins the game? So that's how I personally think they need to fix the game, because it's kind of like they dug the roots through and just use those roots in that tree that they built as a fire. Like they used, you all get what I'm saying. And then put in a new tree that isn't as good as that. Let's use an example like a cherry blossom. But then again, this is all my opinion, so don't get salty over it. I'm okay with you all leaving your opinions. I'm okay with you all leaving opinions because it's your opinion too. We all have our own opinions. But I now have an outro as well. Brendan, can you remind me? Can you remind me, please?
Keep
keep playing the sax and getting stacks. I'll see you next time.